For centuries, Christians have been comforted by the promise of a glorious mansion waiting for them in heaven. It's a beautiful thought, a cornerstone of countless hymns and sermons. But what if I told you this entire promise, built on a single verse in the Gospel of John, is actually based on a mistranslation? And what if, for over 400 years, a simple linguistic error has shaped our vision of the afterlife, creating a hope that many modern churches are now quietly walking back? Well, today, we're going to uncover the truth behind this famous verse and reveal what Jesus was really promising. You know, the image. You arrive in heaven and are handed the keys to your very own celestial estate. We sing about it in hymns, like I've got a mansion just over the hilltop, promising a home far grander than anything on earth. It offers profound comfort, a tangible symbol that our efforts here will be rewarded with a specific, personal, and frankly, luxurious prize. But this entire vision rests on the translation of one single word. The verse that started it all is John 14:2-2. In the King James Version, it reads with absolute certainty, "In my Father's house are many mansions." There it is, plain as day. But if you crack open a more modern translation, like the NIV, ESV, or NASB, you find something very different. The NIV says, "My Father's house has many rooms." The ESV agrees, "many rooms." The NASB has many dwelling places. Suddenly, the mansions are gone. They've been replaced by rooms. Now, that's not a minor tweak. The difference between a mansion and a room is huge. So what gives? To find the answer, we have to travel back in time. Our first stop is 1611, when the King James Bible was published. Back then, the word mansion came from the Latin mansium, which simply meant a dwelling or place to stay. It didn't have the automatic connotation of a massive, luxurious palace. So, when the KJV translators chose mansion, they were using the best word they had. The problem is, language evolves. Over the next few hundred years, mansion attached itself exclusively to opulent houses, leaving its original meaning behind. But to find the real meaning, we have to go to the original Greek. The word translated as mansions is motai. This word comes from a very important Greek verb, menu, which means to stay, to remain, or to abide. Throughout his gospel, John uses menu to describe the deep, intimate relationship between believers and Jesus. It's about connection, fellowship, and permanent union. So, monai doesn't mean huge, fancy houses. It literally means abiding places or dwelling places. The promise Jesus is making isn't about the size of our heavenly accommodations. It's about the permanence of our place with God. If you're finding this deep dive fascinating, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We believe a clearer understanding of the Bible leads to a deeper faith, and we explore topics like this every week. So, the familiar promise of a heavenly mansion is really built on a 400-year-old linguistic misunderstanding. And this matters immensely, because the mistranslation shifts our hope from a relationship to a material reward. It reduces heaven to a cosmic real estate transaction. But the real promise is so much more profound. Jesus doesn't just say he's preparing a place. The very next verse is the key. "I will come again and will receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also." The ultimate promise of heaven is not a place, but a person. It's not about the room. It's about the roommate. The goal isn't to get your own mansion, but to be brought into the very household of God, to live in His presence forever. And that is a hope far more glorious than any physical mansion we could ever dream up. What other Bible verses have you always wondered about? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, keep digging deeper.